My mom said I was better off without friends, and I think she might be right about it. Hello, you're welcome to another video. It is that time again where I feel free to dump my trauma, feel the pain, share insights, reflect, try to heal, and above all, we'll learn something from it. A lot of the time, we don't talk about how much hurt friendship breakup is to us than relationship breakup. For me, how I move on with breakups is I block you everywhere. I am that girl who believes that out of sight is out of mind. And with the opposite gender, meaning romantic relationships that I've had in the past, or let's say opposite genders like male friends and everything, I've always known, okay, this is how I move on from relationships with them. But I've always had boundaries with, the opposite gender. But with the female gender, I never really thought of it as an issue. So most times these relationships were based, I was young in the relationship, I was growing, I didn't know better. So maybe on my part, I wasn't even that much of a good friend. And I think as time goes on, I now realize where I have been slacking, even in friendship. That is why I have a lot of principles right now. But for me, how I move on is I block you everywhere. I don't actually want to see you or your post or whatever you're doing. I actually do block you. And I take that very seriously, especially if you hurt me or let's say we grew apart. If we grew apart, then you can still be seeing my posts. You can still be, I feel like if we grew apart, I did more of the growing. That means you get to see me because at the end of the day we grew apart, meaning one person is getting bigger and the other person isn't growing as much as they want to. And I'm not saying that is bad, don't get me wrong. I mean, everybody grow in their own pace, everybody went for different things, everybody went for you know different choices in life, different choices in career, and same goes for me. For me, I've always wanted to be that successful person. And if I notice that my desires and goals are not aligning with yours, or you are not goal driven, you don't desire the good things or the finest things of life, and you want to be my friend, I think I would not want to be a part of your whatever. Or better still, I want to observe and know, okay, how do you want to grow as a person? Some people, the willing is there, but they don't know how to. And this is why I like to play, okay, let's do this together. I love to push people. I love to push my friends. And when I see that, okay, the willing is not there, you don't even, I mean, even when you get the help, you get the push, you're still not interested. Yeah, this is where I draw the line. It's been the same way. I've always been with friends who want to push me. I want to be around people who want to make me better. I remember one of my friends right now that we're still friends. It's been 5 years. We became friends in 2020. And to this very day, we're still friends. Very good friends. I think what made our relationship longer or last this long is because we're not too close. I don't get too vulnerable with her, and she doesn't get vulnerable with me. I think she would have gotten vulnerable with me if I get vulnerable with her. But I never got vulnerable with her because I didn't want that to be our relationship. What we used to do is content. We were this kind of people. We wanted to create content together. We'll go out together. We'll go take Instagram pictures together. And our relationship has actually flourished from that. We do go on morning walks. Then we started, now we're living in the same environment, all of that. We see each other like occasionally. We ask about each other. We ask, oh, did you go on a date today? All of that. I mean, this now made our relationship became stronger or become stronger. I feel like if we had done this very early on in the relationship, it would have ended by now. And I'm telling you nothing but the gospel truth. I love that it has progressed and it has progressed. And that is a good example of what I want my relationship to be. Now, these are my principles when it comes to relationships. I I make friends, but I am not too quick because I am very extroverted. I can say hi, hi, hi to everybody all at once and go home without having anybody's contact. I might say hello to you, hello, but you are now aware of me. You now have an impression of who I am. And you know the funny thing, because I am extroverted, people think I don't take notes. Now that I have said hello to you, we spoke for a minute, I saw hello to you, even your movement, the way you spoke to the next person, I take notes. And because I take notes, I am also counting. Do I want to be close to this person? Oh, this person is far away from me. All these things, I put them in my book. I go home, I decompress, I decompose, I observe, and I know, okay, this is not who I want to be close to. This is not who I want to be friends with. All of that. These things shapes my principles. These things are what shapes my idea of what my relationship or my friendship is supposed to be like. Now, the top on my list is I don't gossip. I don't like to gossip with people I know. I don't like to gossip about people I know. If you're going to sit down with me and talk about somebody, I prefer that you're talking about that person and I don't know that person. I don't want to put a picture or know that person facially, because once I know them, I'll start judging them based on what you've told me. And because I am not close to this person, I haven't given them the opportunity to say their own side of the story. I don't like to hear about someone with an image in my head. If all this happened and I get to meet this person, let's say in a different location, because we live in a very small world, I can definitely meet this person somewhere. I get to meet this person somewhere else eventually, and that person gets to show me a part of them, and it turns out that their personality is good, is great, I like them. Whatever you say about that person, it is left for me to now judge, okay, what kind of person is this person actually? I don't know if you get my point. I don't like to judge people based off what someone has told me. And that is just who I am in general. I also do not do group friendships. Group friendship in the sense that I don't want to be friends with your friend. If I perhaps happen to be in a circle of your friends, I appreciate them, I say hello to them, and it ends there. I am not making friends with your friend. I take that very, very seriously. Except we're acquaintances and I come to your party and I see people that has qualities that I want to be friends with. This is where I now make friends with these people, knowing that you and I were not that close. I can make friends with other people. This is how I do my thing. Also, I like goal-driven people. I love people who are goal-driven, people who desires the good things of life, who wants to work hard, make money, make their life easy. These are people I love to be friends with, because if you have this same goal or this same desires as me, I feel like we would thrive together. We would do so well. I also love people who keep intentional things. And if you tell me those things or you give me your information, I take them to heart, because for you to have this information and you help me or you share it with me, I really, really appreciate it. I feel like someone like you can help me through a difficult time. Someone like you can hold my hand and say, come, let me help you. But if you're that person, oh, you don't want to share and you also don't want to help, you're not giving reasons, all of that thing, okay, now I'm very sketchy, because I also love to gatekeep things, right? I love to gatekeep things. But when I know that you are in dire need of that thing, you're in dire need of that help, I would help you. I would offer my arms, like I would help you. I want to help you. I want to see you grow. These are, but if I am with somebody who doesn't care, who just cares about themselves, I am also selfish. Let me even come here and say this. I am the most self-centered person I've ever met, but also I have empathy. I think empathy has played a big role in my relationships, and I love it. And I also am very understanding to an extent. If I feel like you're somebody who just doesn't want the best for themselves, I understand. I make excuses for you. But then over time, I'm out. I give you grace. I give you grace. I'm somebody, I give grace. I give grace. And once the grace is out, I'm done. Thank you very much. And I end the relationship amicably. I'm also not scared of confrontation. There are a lot of people who are scared of confrontation. If I want to be your friend, or you want to be my friend, you should be able to confront me. You should be able to maybe not confront me in a rude manner, not like, oh, you did this. No, maybe in the most loving way. You can still confront someone in the most loving way. I love to confront people in the most loving way. And I want you to do same to me. Confront me. Tell me what I did was wrong. Tell me how you felt about something. Tell me how I crossed your boundaries, so that in the future I would not do the same. And this is how I say it. I bring things forward. I want you to tell me. I want to tell you what you did to me. I want to tell you how I felt about something. I don't want to go back and hold so much grudge against you and get angry over those things. And this grudge over time, they build up, and then you start resenting your friends. To be honest, I do not think my mom was right. I think my mom was 100% wrong. Friendships can be nurtured, friendships can grow, friendships can be created, good friendships can be created. But if you don't have boundaries, if you don't have empathy, if you don't have principles, those friendships would not last. And I'm telling you nothing but the gospel truth. My mom was not right. My mom was the opposite. My mom didn't know what she wanted in friendships. I mean, at the long run, she ended up having a very good friend, but over time, I think she had terrible friends. And because she had terrible friendships, experiences, she imputed that in me. She made me feel like I would also have that same experiences. But the truth is, I know better. I know how to navigate my relationship. I know what I want in relationship, and I know how to call it forth. I see it and I know, yes, these are the qualities I want in a friend. But I think my mom was the opposite. I feel like my mom felt everybody had ulterior motive. Everybody was either in your life to know more about you, to do something terrible, or to gossip. And my mom really was never the type that liked to gossip. So my mom was not right. Friendships can be nurtured, friendships can be created, friendships can grow. I think friendships can be a very, very good thing. But yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope this video really helps you, because for me, growing up has been a lot of things. Even friendships and families, everything. Growing up has been a lot for me. It has taken a toll on me. I won't even lie. Being an adult can be very stressful. It can be very tiring, especially now having friendships from people who you never know that were your families, who are people who are not your families, who are not related to you. It can be a lot. It can be a lot to trust people like that. But I want to tell you that take your time. You will find the right people. And when you find the right people, you would feel so happy and so blessed that you found them. You know? Yeah, I'm going to end today's video here, and I'm going to see you next time in my video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, be a part of this community. I share everything trauma, everything relationship, everything family, everything life basically. And like I said, this is a place where I feel free to dump my traumas, heal from it, experience, share insights, and above all, learn from it. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.